They're going to be angry. Why? Because, well, Sports Illustrated, much to the chagrin of Sheila Johnson, the owner of the Mystics, the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, and the gang is on the WNBA preview issue of Sports Illustrated.
The wait is over. Caitlin Clark has officially landed on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And this isn't just a picture, it's a proclamation. Women's basketball isn't on the rise anymore. It has arrived, bold and unapologetic.
The Fever on the cover, and they had 4 players on the cover. And I think that's a big deal, considering they're not the defending.
At the forefront of this movement is none other than Caitlin Clark, a player who isn't just a star, but a full-blown phenomenon. Sports Illustrated has done what so many others were too slow to do. They've put the face of a revolution front and center.
I mean, she's transformed the WNBA. I think she's transformed women's.
But this isn't just another magazine cover. It's a cultural shift frozen in a single frame. Caitlin Clark, flanked by her Indiana Fever teammates, isn't just an athlete here. She's a symbol. A symbol of dominance, of change, and of a league that's evolving into a powerhouse. For the Fever, this moment is a coronation, a bold declaration that they're not just part of the WNBA, they're America's team. And at the center of it all beats the heart of Caitlin Clark.
In the shoe right now, there is tea and macaroons.
I need to get TikTok, huh?
Yeah, you're not on TikTok?
So why does this matter? Because for the first time in years, the WNBA isn't quietly asking to be noticed, it's demanding to be seen. And the reason is Caitlin Clark. She's the SPAC, the face, the voice, and the force behind this movement. This cover isn't just a spotlight, it's a torch. And Caitlin's carrying it with pride. Before we dive into the full story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Caitlin Clark's path to the Sports Illustrated cover wasn't luck. It was destiny, carved out through sweat, skill, and relentless determination. From shattering records in college to igniting the WNBA with her electric debut, Clark has been nothing short of unstoppable. But what makes this cover truly historic isn't just her talent, it's her impact. She's not just playing the game, she's changing it. Caitlin Clark isn't a moment, she's a movement. The numbers speak for themselves. WNBA ticket prices have soared. Social media is overflowing with clips of her jaw-dropping step-back threes, and merchandise bearing her name is flying off shelves, fast. And it's not just Fever fans lining up. Caitlin Clark has shattered the boundaries of the basketball court. She's a cultural icon now, a face recognized even by those who've never watched a minute of women's basketball.
By Tina Charles getting Ryan Howard a wide open shot. And wide open is Caitlin Clark, but she can't knock it down from up top. Tries it again from a different spot. That will connect.
But this goes beyond fame. Caitlin Clark has achieved something few athletes ever do. She's converted skeptics into believers. People who once overlooked the WNBA are now tuning in, captivated by her every move. Sports Illustrated didn't just choose her for a cover shoot. They acknowledged her as the heartbeat of the league's meteoric rise. But with her stardom comes higher stakes. And as her light shines brighter, not everyone is clapping from the sidelines.
Man, what did they say? She's so...
This mirror is popping.
Wait, you look so awkward with that.
While fans are celebrating the Sports Illustrated cover, not everyone is applauding. Some voices within the WNBA community are already whispering with resentment. They argue that putting Caitlin Clark in the spotlight overshadows other players, that the league is becoming the Caitlin Clark show. They call it hype. But here's the real question. Are they right, or are they just afraid of what her influence means?
Caitlin Clark, I play her in my Nike Nationals for a championship, so being able to play against her, I know what she brings to the table for sure. But you gotta realize, we have Alexis Morris. She's a first rounder. Put some respect on Alexis Morris' name. You have to realize Caitlin Clark is an amazing player. She gets way more shots than a lot of us. So just being able to be in a situation like that, I mean, you give credit to when credit is due, but we also have great players just like her.
And the backlash isn't limited to rival players. Even some coaches and team owners have quietly downplayed Clark's impact, hinting that the league should spotlight its diversity rather than revolve around one star. Headlines have surfaced with passive-aggressive jabs like, "There's more to the Fever than Caitlin Clark." But anyone paying attention knows the truth. Caitlin isn't just part of the Fever's story. She is the story.
Clark, University of Iowa.
Very cool to see how this has grown. Every time we got to get bigger and bigger rooms. So I think that just speaks to where women's basketball is. Congrats, Cameron. It's been fun to watch you this year. Congrats, you too. But like I said, I think it's been a special year for women's basketball. So to win this award is really...
Yet despite the critics, Clark remains unfazed. She's not just playing basketball, she's rewriting the rules. While others grumble about the spotlight, she's busy making history. Leading the Fever, breaking records, and, most importantly, drawing new fans to a league that once fought for attention. But with fame comes pressure. And Caitlin Clark isn't just battling defenders on the court, she's battling the weight of expectations off it.
Sports Illustrated is out and the Indiana Fever are gracing its cover, saying there is much more to the W's most watched team than the Caitlin.
Sports Illustrated's choice to feature Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever on the cover isn't just a victory for the team, it's a triumph for the entire WNBA. For years, the league struggled to break into the mainstream, dismissed as a niche sport overlooked by networks and advertisers alike. But with Clark leading the charge, that narrative is being shattered. This isn't just about one extraordinary player, it's about a league reinventing itself and rising stronger than ever.
The Fever are back. The Fever fans are back. Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark!
Miss CC Clark.
You put that back on there. You the farm, baby! Caitlin, shoot the basket.
I am here with my friends, traveled all the way from Christiana, Tennessee to come see Kate.
Look at the numbers. Fever game tickets are flying off the shelves, merchandise is disappearing fast, and social media is buzzing with Clark highlights, fan tributes, and even heated debates. The WNBA isn't just riding a wave, it's being propelled by it. And Caitlin Clark, she's the driving force behind the storm. When she steps on the court, arenas fill. When she speaks, people listen. This is star power on a scale the league has never witnessed before.
Caitlin, how did this crowd, this moment, this environment meet your expectations today?
I mean, they always exceed it. I mean, they were amazing and just really thankful to be able to come back.
But this isn't just about one player. It's about what she stands for: excellence, confidence, and the undeniable truth that women's basketball deserves the same spotlight as any other sport. Caitlin Clark isn't just the face of the Indiana Fever. She's the face of a revolution. But as her star continues to rise, the big question remains: can the WNBA keep pace with the momentum she's sparked, or will this golden opportunity slip through their fingers?
Howard and Sophie Cunningham. Indiana Fever, with the addition of DeWanna Bonner, is in that championship contest.
Starts with building relationships with your teammates. I think 5 returning players and then bringing 7 new pieces in. Like, you have to be very intentional about it, and that'll help us with having success.
The Indiana Fever didn't leave their success to chance. They seized their moment. While other teams hesitated, the Fever made Caitlin Clark the undeniable centerpiece of their franchise. They didn't just draft a player, they built a brand. Revamping their roster with talents like Kelsey Mitchell, Alia Boston, and Dana Borner, the Fever weren't just assembling a team, they were forging a legacy. But the Fever didn't stop at building a winning team. They revolutionized their media approach. With the launch of Fever Direct, a direct-to-consumer streaming platform, fans across the Midwest could finally watch every game live. They embraced one simple truth: when you have Caitlin Clark, you don't hide her, you showcase her. And that bold move has paid off beyond anyone's wildest expectations. From sold-out arenas to national broadcasts, the Fever have transcended being just another team. They're a full-blown phenomenon. And at the center of it all is Caitlin Clark, the player who's done the impossible, turned the Indiana Fever into the most talked-about team in the league. But as the Fever soar, there are those who resent their rise, and they are not staying quiet.
Just the level of entertainment that Nia Coffey does well every time down the floor is tries to.
With fame comes scrutiny, and Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise has become a lightning rod for controversy. Critics both inside and outside the WNBA have begun airing their concerns. Some argue the league is putting all its eggs in one basket, turning Clark into a marketing tool while overshadowing the broader talent in women's basketball. They say this Clark mania is unfair to other stars. But let's be real, Caitlin isn't just hype. Her numbers speak for themselves. Her impact is undeniable. She's not just a media darling, she's a true game changer. Yet, for some, that still isn't enough. Rival players have dropped passive-aggressive jabs in post-game interviews, while some journalists, harboring grudges, have penned articles questioning whether the league's spotlight on Clark might actually hurt its brand.